One time like this, make it pop like this, make it knock like this, make it drop like. One time like this, make it pop like this, make it knock like this, make it drop like.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen. Did I mention ladies? It's my pleasure to introduce myself. I go by the name of Ghost. I will be your tour guide through this story. This story was created for my future son. Unfortunately, as I got into it, it became a lot more than I bargained for. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you groan, roll you something up. And pour yourself a drink. If not, get a juice box, bitch. I don't give a fuck. This story is written as real people, and written in the format of an anime. So don't get sidetracked by the images. I'm just poor and can't afford real actors.
That stupid bright light disappeared quickly. I didn't like it too much. Not because it shook us up like a martini, or because it destroyed our home planet. I didn't like it because that stupid light was shining brighter than me. No one could see me in all of my glory with that light. We finally stopped getting thrown around from all the movement. We knew immediately that we were somewhere drifting in space. Where are we? I asked the airship.
We are in the eclipse region, and are now headed toward the high-speed travel tubes.
High-speed travel tubes are gigantic tubes interconnected throughout all of the universe to all the planets. High-speed travel tubes made it faster to travel and easier to navigate, so instead of mindlessly drifting throughout space looking for your destination, the tubes led you straight to it. Plus you could move faster and waste less energy getting there, since the tubes were like vacuums sucking you through them.
It had been quiet for quite some time. Our stomachs started growling, breaking the silence. I asked, what can this ship do about food? I'm really hungry. Kaido's face lit up with joy that I had asked. He'd been wondering the same thing, but was too scared to ask.
Breakfast is served, it's in the main eating room, I'll guide you there.
The pit started moving, lowering us through the ship. As we dropped, we could see every floor, and what was on it. The first few floors were just a bunch of different terrained areas with different things in them. Under that was a huge beach pool with a wave machine. The next floor was an entertainment floor. It had everything you could think of to pass the time. The next 10 floors were data floors, info on all the planets and their situations. But under the last data floor was the most shocking floor to see. It made our stomachs turn. This level specifically confused us, and made us tremble at the same time. When we looked in over it, there was nothing but portraits and pictures of our family all over this room from all ages of our lives. I yelled for the elevator to stop, but there was no response. We passed 10 more floors. You couldn't see anything on them. They just said bedrooms posted really big on the hatch covering the floors. Ding. Finally we stopped at the main eating hall. The doors opened up, but we didn't step out. There was a huge table with food all over it. Anything you could think of was there on that elegant table spread. I asked for airship to take us back to the floor with all our family's mementos. Then asked the airship what that room was. Still standing in the elevator, we demanded that she takes us back to that floor. The voice came in with a thunderous jolt.
Young masters, please be patient. After a good meal I promise I will explain everything you want to know.
We took her up on that deal immediately, barely before she even got it out. We ate so much it was hard for us to move after we finished. Then the voice came back in.
Sorry young masters, but I was programmed to put sleeping aids in your food knowing you might act trash when I say what I'm about to tell you. So if you ever wish to get to that floor, you'll listen to everything I'm about to tell you. There's only 15 minutes left until they kick in, knocking you out, so listen carefully. Your father Sean is not the vicious tyrant you think he is. Kaido and Katsuo got tense at the sound of the name.
What? You obviously don't know anything about that selfish bastard. All he ever did was ruin other people's lives and shit on anyone that went against his will. On top of that, my father never did shit for us. He did everything he could to stay away from us. It's like he wished we were never born. He's always hated my greatness and Kaido's brains.
That's not true. He loved both of you with all his heart. Your father did everything in his power to protect you two. Look around, this whole ship was built just for you two.
What the hell are you talking about? He was about to take off in this ship and probably never return. We only ended up here because the attack on our planet came earlier than he expected. He never thought once that we would end up taking his prized possession, ending up in this situation. Before you start running your mouth, you should think before you speak. Sometimes I wish Katsuo would take his own advice and think before he speaks.
Look in your back pockets, one of you should have your father's credit card.
We both got real quiet. I was thinking about our last minutes with Mom. No, I remembered Mom took it from Dad, but she never gave it to us.
Check anyway.
After a while, Kaito pulled out the credit card Mother took from Dad. Why do I have this? And where did it come from?
Your mother snuck it on you for proof of what I'm saying. This was all a part of your parents' plan to protect you two. When you were born, both of you began to show signs of being kings immediately. The word spread through the town quickly about your mother's new twin babies. The townspeople began to fear that the order of the New World government would eventually come and destroy your planet. Kings are worth more than you know, and they will do anything to get their hands on as many as they can. When your mother was coming out of the hospital, the townspeople tried to kill the both of you, but your father took every blow and assassination attempt the townspeople could throw at the both of you. Sean promised on getting you two off that planet to safety, and never looked back. He received hit after hit, never once wavering. He did everything he could until the day had finally come. Sorry, that's all the time you have left. Sleep tight.
This story is meant to do one thing, and one thing only. I won't give you answer now, but when you realize what it is, I hope it brings you the same peace of mind it brought me. There's no agenda or propaganda that comes with it. I give you my hand openly, if you choose to accept it. Oh, like and subscribe, you lazy ass, punk bitch. With love, Ghost.